Miss, I have a question.
Did you ask a classmate?
No.
What did I tell you guys at the start of class? If you have a question, ask a classmate first before me.
Hey bro, how's it going? I just have a quick...
Hey! No talking! This video is sponsored by Nintendo of Canada. Luke, you need to pack your bags for Christmas at Grandma and Grandpa's tomorrow.
Okay.
Why are you sad?
Because it's a long drive and I'll have nothing fun to do.
Okay, Luke, are you ready to do our Christmas Eve tradition and open one present?
Yes!
Okay, I've already picked one for you to open.
Okay. A Nintendo Switch?
I know how much you've been wanting a Nintendo Switch, and I figured it would be the perfect gift for you to open tonight. This way you can play it in the vehicle tomorrow, and even while we're at Grandma and Grandpa's. Plus, I got you the 2 games that you were begging for, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Splatoon 3, so we could play together, and you could play it with your friends.
Thank you so much, Mom. This is the best present ever.
Mom, after you're done shopping, can we get McDonald's on the way home? No, we have plenty of food at home. Hey, can you ask Mom if we could get McDonald's on the way home?
Okay.
Can you quickly get me a bookmark? What's wrong?
After all these years, you can't remember my name?
What are you talking about? I just asked for a bookmark.
My name's not Mark, it's Sam.
Unfortunately, I have some bad news. You only have until 2050 to live. Oh, that's like 30 years. That's enough time to travel the world, get married, and have a family.
Track split. Hawks in.
7,
Red or blue?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Blue.
0.
What should we film for our family channel?
How about the Say Yes for 24 Hours challenge?
And what exactly is that?
Basically, for the whole video, you can't say no. You have to say yes to everything I ask you.
Okay, that could be a pretty entertaining video. Are you ready?
Yup, in 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? It's the Davidson family, and in today's video, we're doing the Say Yes challenge. Luke, what's your first question?
Can we go buy a Lamborghini?
Just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh, Mom, where are you going? You can't say no.
I know I can't say no, but you never told me anything about writing it.
Is everything okay?
I had a really scary dream, and now my stomach hurts.
What was it about?
It was about me eating a really large marshmallow.
A large marshmallow? Luke, where's your pillow?
This video is sponsored by Nintendo of Canada.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is my all-time favorite game for Nintendo Switch.
I'd like you boys to stop playing and go do your chores, please.
Do you want to make a bet? What do you mean? Whoever loses this game has to do both of our chores. Deal.
I told you two to go do your chores. I'm taking the remote with me until you're finished.
I'm have an idea. Bring your Joy-Con controller and follow me. Close the door. Do you want to play tag?
Sure.
You're it first.
Okay. Tag, now you're it.
Hey, that's not fair. You need to give me a couple seconds to get away from you first.
Fine.
Okay, come and get me.
Gotcha!
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I didn't feel anything.
Fine then. What's going on up here?
Luke slapped me.
Go to your room! You're grounded for a month!
I'm done. I'm so full that if I eat any more, I'm gonna throw up.
Let me take that away from you then. Honey, do we have any dessert? Actually, I just picked up some brownies today. I'll bring them over. I thought you said you were full.
I was.
Luke, I'd like you to come do the dishes, please. Why can't you just do them? Hey, watch it. Okay.
Oh, well, I'm Pennywise.
What is Mio? You've never had Mio before? No? What does it do? You squeeze it in your water to enhance it. Oh, well, I don't even like drinking water. I find it boring. Well, then you should buy this. It would be perfect for you because Mio levels up your water with a bold flavor. Alright, here goes nothing. Whoa, where am I? You're on the Mio Island. Fortune flavors the bold in Fortnite Creative. Awesome. What can I do here? The question is, what can't you do here? To start with, why don't you head over to Fruit Shoots and try out the water slides? Water slides? Normal-looking photos with disturbing backstories. One morning in 1954, a photographer for the Los Angeles Times named John Gaunt was in the front yard of his beachfront home when he heard a neighbor yelling that there's something happening on the beach. He thought it would be something interesting for the newspaper, so he grabbed his camera and took this photo. But unfortunately, it turned out that this couple's 19-month-old son, who was playing in their front yard, wandered off into the beach, then vanished into the water where they never found him. When you first look at this photo, it just looks like a normal high school picture. But if you look in the top left corner, you can see a man named Eric Harris and his friends pointing pretend guns at the camera. Just a few weeks after this photo was taken, Eric and one of his friends shot 12 students and one teacher. This photo was taken at a nightclub, but shortly after it caught on fire from fireworks and 100 people passed away. Why North Korea is the hardest country to escape. Since Kim Jong-un took power in North Korea, it's become harder and harder to cross the North Korean border. When his father was in charge, the number of people who crossed the border was higher because the border security was less tight. They could simply bribe the local border control and they would let them pass into China. But when Kim Jong-un realized this, he decided to tighten the security. And now the border patrol can shoot anyone that tries to cross the border. He also had an electric barbed wire fence installed across the border. There's lots of escape routes, but they're all really dangerous. If anyone manages to reach China, they'll have to stay in hiding because if they're found by the authorities, they'll be sent back to North Korea where they'll be accused of being spies. So instead they have to reach a country where they won't be deported, which is Thailand. When they arrive in Thailand, they must turn themselves in to the authorities to be transferred to that country. It can take in between 2 to 6 months to complete this escape, but the people who decide to do it prefer to take the risk rather than 3 rejected Shark Tank pitches that made millions. First off, we have the Ring doorbell. So if you don't know what it is, it's a doorbell that has a camera on it, and whenever it detects motion or someone rings the doorbell, it sends a notification to your phone, where you can then go onto the app and see them or even talk to them. When Jamie Siminoff appeared on the show, the company was worth $7 million. Now the company doesn't just make doorbells, but they also make home security systems and a bunch more. Amazon gave them $1 billion to have their items on their website. The Books is an online flower delivery service. In 2014, they left Shark Tank without an investor, but 3 years later, one of the sharks needed flowers for his wedding and ended up using the service. After that, he ended up investing in them. And in 2017, they sold $1 million of flowers in just one day. Finally, the bed jet is placed under your covers and allows you to change the temperature, rather than changing it for your whole house, which costs more money. But since he had no sales, all the sharks were out. When he released it to the market, he sold $3 million worth in his first month. Everyone laughed at this guy's house until they seen what was inside. This guy served in the US military as a pilot for almost 30 years. When he retired in his 60s, he bought a small little house in San Francisco, California. But the problem was, almost everyone else in his neighborhood was super rich and pretty much lived in mansions. Because of this, his neighbors refused to speak to him and laughed at him when they seen him. One day, when he was sitting on his front porch, a bunch of rich kids showed up at his house and started making fun of him. At first, he was upset, but then he decided to invite the kids inside. And little did they know, he was hiding the biggest secret in the entire neighborhood. But before I show you what's inside, I found this app that lets you prank your friends and family by dragging these stickers onto their text message to change it. Just press the button on my profile to get it. In his basement, there's a full-size flight simulator with millions of dollars. 5 everyday things that prove our life is a lie. Mini carrots sold in supermarkets aren't really that size. They're cut to look like that and more noticeable to the eye. Hair doesn't grow thicker if you cut it or shave it. Many people think this because the tip that's left is blunt, which makes it appear to be thicker until it's finished growing. The taste of Coca-Cola changes when it's packaged in cans. The only container that it doesn't change taste is in glass, because it's chemically inert, which means that it doesn't affect the product. The gold medals in the Olympics aren't only made of gold. They're made of pure silver that's plated in gold, so they only actually contain about 1.34% of gold, which would be equivalent to 6 grams. Finally, for the longest time, people have been using bricks for their walls because it's sturdy, but nowadays companies can make anything look like brick walls. So if it looks like this, it may not be as sturdy as you think. This man ordered pizza every day for 10 years until the employees noticed something was off. 48-year-old Kirk Alexander loves Domino Pizza so much that he orders it almost every single day. The general manager named Sarah said that he orders every day or every other day and all the employees know who he is. But one day, the staff noticed that he hadn't ordered in a few days, so they just figured he was on vacation. A few days later, the manager looked at when his last order was and it was 11 days ago. At this point, the manager knew something was off, so she sent one of her employees to check on him. When he got to Kirk's house, he noticed the lights were on, so he knocked on the door, but there is no answer. He decided to get out his phone and he called them several times, but still there was no answer. At this point, he knew something was off, so he called 911 and explained the whole situation. When the paramedics got inside, they found out that he had suffered from a stroke, and they said if they were just one day later, he may not still be alive. Things that only exist in Japan. They have square watermelons. Farmers use special containers to give them this shape, but they're so expensive that people usually only get them for special occasions. In Japan, there's other Kit Kat flavors, like chili, sweet potato, wasabi, roasted corn, soy, watermelon, or mango. In lots of buildings, there's parking for umbrellas, which are similar to those of bicycles. In their traffic lights, they have a blue light instead of a green. There's a canned food restaurant chain. In some places, there are no number 4. For example, some buildings don't have a 4th floor, and some stores don't sell items that come in 4s. Their toilets are high-tech. Some of the functions are a heated seat, spraying warm water, and even playing music. Their cabs have automatic doors for passengers. And finally, they have capsule hotels, which are rooms that only have a bed and a TV.